Hey there, it's Stephanie. I want to talk to you about self-care and why self-care isn't selfish. This is really, really important, and it's so important for living a healthy life, um, especially for women, which I'm going to talk about a lot today as well. But, you know, the importance of this, I cannot understate it enough, and it's one of the reasons why I put it in um, this 5 day refresh, because I wanted this to be kind of front and center in your mind as you go through this week. So, on an airplane, you're always advised to put on your oxygen mask before helping others. And there's a reason for that, and it's because we can't help others effectively if we don't help ourselves first. So anytime you're thinking about self-care and thinking that you just can't do it or feeling guilty about it, I want you to think back to the oxygen mask. So self-care is about identifying your own needs and taking steps to meet them. Taking time for activities that nurture you and refresh you. Treating yourself the way you treat others. And it is the intentional actions that take care of your physical, mental, and emotional health. Now, why is self-care so difficult, especially for women? Self-care requires discipline. You have to be disciplined to learn to take a break. Saying no, especially in our kind of fast-paced culture, or slowing down, is viewed as a sign of weakness sometimes. Mostly we put that view on ourselves. Sometimes other people have it. Mostly we put it on ourselves, and honestly, it's bullshit. If you have that notion that it's a sign of weakness if you're taking care of yourself, I want you to just kind of throw it out the window, because it's not serving you. That's a garbage statement. And I want you to recognize that you are valuable and you deserve to invest in yourself. So I want you to consider this. Going full speed ahead in the short term only hinders you in the long term. It can lead to depression, chronic illness, and burnout, which I myself have experienced. So, steps to self-care. The first is identifying personal barriers. The second, recognize overwhelm before it's too late. Number 3, discover when, where, and how you feel deprived. 4, create an absolute no list. 5, ask for and accept help. And 6, create a self-care plan. So what is holding you back? I already talked about how slowing down or taking time for yourself can be seen as a sign of weakness. If you have a belief, that's a personal barrier that's holding you back. I want you to ask yourself these other questions that I'm going to go through right now and see if any of these other ones are holding you back. So, do you think you're being selfish if you put your needs first before the needs of others? Is it frightening to think of your own needs? Do you have trouble asking for what you need? Do you feel inadequate if you ask for help? Do you feel that you have to prove your worth? And do you have negative self-talk? And I have an example here just to clarify. So, do you ever say, there's no way I have time for that, when you think about doing something for yourself? So I know that is a big one for me. Recognize overwhelm. Learn to recognize personal signs of stress. So irritability, sleep problems, forgetfulness, these can all be signs of stress. And I know that, typically our lives are kind of cyclical. So often the same patterns will occur over and over again. And it takes time to really learn what those patterns are and to recognize them for what they are. But one of the things about this course, and I talk about journaling quite a few times, and journaling is really, really important for starting to recognize those patterns in yourself. Now, this next point is kind of based on a famous quote. I believe it's by Maya Angelou, but I could be wrong. And the quote says something to the effect of, if you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude about it. So identify what you can and cannot change. And again, the things you can change, change them. The things you can't, don't let it get you down. Just move on. Take action to regain a sense of control. This is what I like to call personal timeouts. So if you're having a really stressful day, take a few minutes just to go for a little walk or grab coffee with a friend. If you're feeling really overwhelmed, practice a breathing exercise. The when, where, and how you feel deprived. So this is a really interesting thing to think about. So do you feel more stressed, tired, or anxious at certain times of the day, or even certain days of the week or times of the year? What are the variations in energy and overwhelm between work and home? And learn from your emotions. So again, journaling can be really powerful here, but your emotions are messages. It's something that your body is trying to tell you. And it is really, it's a strength, but it's also a learned skill to recognize it, to recognize what those emotions are telling you. So again, journaling or talking with a friend or mentor, someone that you trust to kind of go through those emotions can be really a really good thing to do. You don't want to bottle them up. You definitely want to have an outlet for them. So find something that works for you. And what feels lacking in your personal life? This is one of my hands down favorite things ever to do, because we all are yes people, especially as women. We say yes all the time when we want to say no. So create an absolute no list, and we're actually going to do this in day 4. So you don't need to do it right now. But what are your non-negotiables? And this, such a powerful exercise. Create your ideal list. What would you say no to if there were no repercussions for your actions? You know, what are you doing that you really just hate to do and it distracts you from the things you love? And I want you to start thinking about, you know, how can you make that a reality? How can you start saying no to those things? Ask for and accept help. So accepting help from others does not make you weak. And actually, most people enjoy helping others and would probably be really happy to help you. Think about asking the right people. So people that love and support you, but also people that have the skills and interests that you need to help you with this particular item. And I encourage you to keep a running list of items that you need help with. This is not necessarily to ask for help with 200 million things all at once, but it is a good practice to get you in the habit of accepting help from other people. Just recognizing that you need it, kind of keeping it in the back of your mind, really helps to kind of reinforce that it's okay to ask for help. And the last one here, offer to help others in return. So remember, I said that people enjoy helping others, and I'm sure that you can recognize when you help other people, you feel good too. But this is a really slippery slope, so be careful with this. Do not just help someone out of obligation. Help someone if it's something that you generally want to do, if it's going to make you feel good, and if it's going to support you in your self-care. Create a self-care plan. So consider your when, where, and how, like we just discussed. Identify the things you like doing. Find time for self-care. Even if it's just a few minutes a day, that can make a huge difference. So we don't always have, 2 hours to go to a yoga class every day. But if you just have a couple minutes to kind of sit quietly and meditate, or listen to your favorite CD and dance around your kitchen, or, whatever it might be for you, take a few minutes to do it. And I want to say this is, I believe this, absolutely. If you don't schedule it, it isn't real. So pick a day and a time to do something for yourself. Get it on your calendar. Otherwise, it's never going to happen. It's going to fall to the bottom of the list like it always does. And if you need to, share that time, share with other people in your life that, hey, I'm taking this time for myself. Like, this is my sacred time. I need you to respect it. If you need to have that conversation, feel empowered to have that conversation. Then also think about, what does your ideal day look like? Now remember, self-care takes discipline. It is hard work to be able to give yourself the self-care that you need. So don't get frustrated with yourself. Remember, we're all a work in progress, and just keep working at it. Self-care is about taking care of you so that you can be a better wife, girlfriend, employee, a better mother, a better friend. Putting yourself first creates the space for growth in all areas of your life. So whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, take that time for yourself and think about putting your oxygen mask on.